There, this is Regzer, and this is DC History Episode 3, The United Federation. The United Federation was created by Zaki-24 and J.B. Marchant 98 of Galloward. Zaki-24 was officially the king, but they were both equal leaders. It's important to remember that in Map 1, we didn't have co-mayors or co-kings. The only townie ranks were king, mayor, assistant, and resident. I have no doubt that J.B. Marchant would have been co-mayor of Galloward if the rank had been around at the time. Galloward was one of the oldest towns in the server, and it lasted into Map 3, despite being under a couple different mayors, until it eventually fell. During Map 1, in the early parts, Zaki created the United Federation, a nation that was made for the purpose of allying large towns that did not want to take part in the imperialism of the Ninja Nation that was going on at this time. We talked in the last video about this. Later, the nation would be used to protect towns that had been attacked by the Ninja Nation directly, including my town, Orville. Towns in the United Federation included Rage, Wolftown, Republic City, and Stormshire. Far East eventually joined the United Federation, but only after they were attacked in the Battle of Far East, which is a battle that kicked off the war, and I will go into great detail in the Far East video, which will be the next one. Far East is so large, and it was so important to the Map 1 story, that I definitely have to make a separate video about it. In that video, I'll be talking about the mayor, the ownership, the sheer size of the town. It was huge. And I will explain how the Battle of Far East started the war. Today, the server would be a lot different if it wasn't for the United Federation. Ninja Rules and Have Fun Peeps, two important Ninja Nation figures, might still be staff members if they had not been banned after the war. They might not have been banned at all if the United Federation hadn't come into existence. The Ninja Nation still might be a superpower today. If the United Federation hadn't defeated Ninja Town, we would still be maybe a hardcore PvP server like we used to be. Griefing might still be allowed. We had that period of time where swearing was completely turned off. That was mostly because of people raging that their towns had been destroyed. The United Federation definitely changed the course of history on Destruction Craft. And in the next video, I'll be talking about one battle that kicked off the rising tensions that have been happening in the early spring of 2012. The war lasted for 3 months, the entire summer of 2012, and it wrapped up when people were starting to go back to school. During this time period, eventually, what happens is Ninja Rules and a bunch of other people get banned, and that sort of ends the war. One of the major people that got banned was Sergeant Bloob, a hardcore PvPer that sort of commanded the Ninja Nation's PvPers. Once he and several other people were gone, there was no way to carry on the war. The United Federation slowly began picking off towns, including Sergeant Bloob town artisans. This is all for the United Federation video. Soon, the next video will be about Far East and how important they were to Map 1. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.